Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Grim Dawn, with its latest and probably final expansion called The Forgotten Gods. Now, as you can see, we already have the quest to start the expansion, but if you don't have that quest, first you need to go to Warden's Cellar and kill the first badass big boss called Warden Krieg. And as soon as you do that, this guy will spawn and you will be able to start the Forgotten Gods. So, let's talk to this guy.
Ah, we speak at last. As I am sure you know, there are many who now cast their gaze upon you, traveler. Or should I say, taken. Some who mean you ill. Some who fear your potential. Then, there are those who command me. You know them well, for their attendant's mark is upon you. They wish to collect upon this gift.
By the way, this guy will spawn in all major bases, like Devil's Crossing, like Fort Icon, or even Coven's Refuge.
Ah, we speak. I cannot speak of such things in this place. The cursed gaze of our foes is cast upon us here, so I will be brief. Great powers are gathering within the distant lands of the fallen Corvan people, and the Great Eye has decreed that you must play a part, whatever that may be. Will you answer our summons? Will you join me through the portal? Or do the mortal concerns of these people outweigh the calls of fate? You have not met them, but you've sought out their temple. Do not fear. You have mutual interests and the same enemies. If we work together, we can triumph where the individual cannot. Far to the east, beyond mountains and rivers, weeks of travel by foot, a mere instant through an eldritch gate. My masters have granted me the means to return there, but only if accompanied by you. I will not fail in this task.
Okay, so here we are. Now, right at the beginning of this expansion, there is a secret. So here we have a totally normal shield. We also have some cool chest. Now this shield actually counts as a mace. And this is cool because this will look like your dual wielding shields.
So, you have come, as the Oracle of Drieg had foreseen. But, are you truly prepared for what's in store for you, in this forsaken land? You are in the Corvan Basin, a land ravaged by gods and man alike. A land whose secrets are now coveted by a determined few. As for this camp, this is the Conclave of the Three. Very much like the sanctum you've discovered in the marshes outside of Burwich. Here the three cults set aside their disagreements and join as one against our mutual foes. Foes which threaten your existence as well, I might add. The three have decreed that I seek out worthy allies in our battle against a common foe. But are you indeed the one we seek? First, You must prove yourself. Go to the center of the camp before the statues. Kanatha, mistress of the Sentinels, awaits you to begin the Eldritch rites. Conquer whatever horrors assault you from the Eldritch realm, and we shall have our answer. In time, all your questions will have answers of their own. But first, the rites.
See anything you like? Iron well spent.
You can pause and read all of this if you want.
I'll keep your stash safe.
Let's put our shield weapon,
I'll hold on to that for
into
you.
stash. Now this guy will turn iron bits, which is our currency, into iron bars. And that's cool because then you can send those iron bars to your alt characters, and then you can turn them back into iron bits. So that way you can send the money from one character to another.
Serve the three and prosper.
So, you are what the emissary has brought us. Are you prepared for the trials ahead? This should prove entertaining. That would be brief.
Stay out of my way.
Got any more scrap metal?
The oracles of Dreeg spoke of your arrival. Their mad choir whispers of you marching alongside our forces into the tomb of the Eldritch Sun and emerging triumphant. But even their eyes cannot peer into what I offer. The Shattered Realm is unlike anything mankind has ever witnessed, teeming with wealth and power beyond imagining, but also dangers not unlike those that we face even now on Cairn. But before you can enter this treacherous reality, I must know that you are indeed the one the oracles speak of. Earn your place within our camp, and we can speak more of the Shattered Realm's mysteries. It is very much a reflection of our own physical reality, but broken and distorted. Whatever entity crafted this realm, it seems it has long vanished, and with its absence, the world crumbles. As far as I know, it goes on forever, but as its light fades, so the insatiable darkness consumes it. The deeper you dig, the tougher the opposition may become. Occasionally, you may encounter powerful guardians of the realm that will seek to stop you. But should you triumph against them, vast wealth awaits. Upon entering the Shattered Realm, you will appear within a shard. The way forward will only open once you've gathered enough souls from its forsaken denizens. I shall keep the way open for you, so that you can return during your current journey. The Shattered Realm is not some playground. It carries great risks, and I must know you are prepared. Speak to the emissary, earn a right to battle alongside one of the cults gathered here, and we shall speak again.
The emissary warned me of your coming, but whether you may remain here is not a matter of his choosing. I will decide who stays and who dies. Are you prepared to face the trials? Save your questions for the scholars. If you are to survive out here, then you must be tested against the terrors of the Eldritch Realm. Are you prepared to begin or not? Right now, my role here is to determine whether you are worth the risks of bringing into our fold. Now, are you ready to begin or not?
Now, a few patches later, after my final Grim Dawn video, this game got a loot filter, and it does exactly that. It filters your loot. So if you're playing a character like mine, a summoner, you probably want items which only have pet bonuses. So let's drop one item that has pet bonuses. Oops, this one is augmented. Now let's turn pet bonuses on, but let's turn everything in type off. So as you can see, the game is not showing me this item on the ground. That's because I turned off all of the types that I want. So let's reset the loot filter, let's turn on pet bonuses, and let's throw some item that doesn't have pet bonuses. And as you can see, the filter is only showing me the item that has pet bonuses. And when you hold down Alt, you can still see both items, the filtered and the unfiltered one.
What troubles you? Farewell.
Greetings, Seeker.
Let's see what I can do here.
Now, this is an illusionist. This NPC will allow you to change your appearance of your items without changing their stats. In other games, this mechanic is called transmog. So once you get a new item with new looks, that new look will also get unlocked automatically at this NPC. So let's put a makeup on some of our items.
The Raven spoke of your arrival.
Come see what's left of my wares. See you around.
What a delightful performance. What else can you do? What a delightful performance. What else can you do?
Now, this lady might be familiar to you. This is actually the lady from the Ashes of Malmeth load screen or wallpaper.
Hey there, traveler.
A marvelous performance, sewn into the tapestry of fate.
The Great Guardian commands.
Sorry, I can't talk. I'm waiting for someone. I could hear the battle from here. So then, are you ready to open your eyes to powers beyond imagining? To secrets better left uncovered? Ah yes, ever driven by action. I admire your conviction. The fated hour is nearly upon us. Soon we shall strike as one against our formidable foe. But we cannot act brashly. Precautions must be taken. Each of the cults is preparing in their own way. Speak to the masters of the cults of Bismiel, Dreeg, and Salile. Learn of their methods and align yourself to one cause. Draelus, Basilla, and Sagon are already expecting you. While we may be allies in this endeavor, the cults do not always see eye to eye on all matters. It is best for the sake of peace that you assist only one of the cults. Do not be concerned, though. The others will not see you as a foe for your decision. Not here. Besides, you may not find all the methods we employ agreeable. Speak to the cult leaders, learn of their ways, and make your choice. When I first stood before the witch gods, I said to them that I shall serve in this life and the next if need be, but I shall only ever serve the three, not Bismiel, not Dreeg, not Salile. And so, I am the herald of the gods, the one who spreads their message and finds worthy allies. All the cults look to my guidance. Even the gods have sought my counsel in the past.
Okay, so now we need to choose a cult.
You show promise. Perhaps you would be of value to Salile. It remains to be seen if the emissary was right about you. Salile does not need your help, but that does not mean we cannot benefit one another. Only those willing to make any sacrifice, to go to any ends necessary, are of use to Salile. The world is ripe with power for the taking, if you have the will to claim it. Bismiel and Dreeg hope to manipulate events to glean a favorable future. Salile knows that the mighty carve their own future. Cruel. The world is cruel. Salile expects great sacrifice, yes, but in return he gifts us with unfathomable power. What god worshipped in the fallen empire can offer the same? Salile is the youngest of the three, but do not mistake that for weakness. His mastery of the Eldritch fire is without equal. The very essence of the Eldritch realm is for him to mold as he sees fit, and he shares this knowledge with his loyal servants. But such power does not come without sacrifice. Some must die so that others can bask in his glory. The ultimate display of loyalty.
The weeping spines do not lie. You have come to fragment the memories of the forgotten. But who will stand by your side? Will you step into the spider's web? Or will you kindle the flame? Or perhaps you will weep for the eye that sees all. Much purpose flows within you. Allow me to temper that potential. Through the great guardian's eyes, we shall divine the true path beyond humanity's struggles. Let the others play with their eldritch toys and arcane spectacles. It falls upon us to strike the balance. The strands of fate have been exposed to his infinite gaze. His wounds weep for our future, just as his reach seeks a path through the calamities that still await. Dreeg is the oldest of the witch gods. He sought to know all, to witness the truth in the fabric of our reality. He cast aside the ancient warnings, threw caution to the wind, and reached beyond the curtain that seeks to blind us of true sight. Even his knowledge and wisdom did not prepare him for what he witnessed. The event changed him irrevocably, and while his mortal eyes were forever blind, so his eldritch eyes had opened. For the first time in his life, Drieg saw the world for what it truly was, and he saw rot. Drieg does not distract himself with the folly of mortal pursuits. In the end of all things, we must strike balance.
You've been quite a sight since entering our camp. I'm shivering with anticipation for what's next. But will you be at my side? Or would you rather waste your time on the minions of Drieg and Zalael? My dear, who needs to see the future when you can manipulate it from the shadows? Zalael would have you play with fire and get burnt. But Bismiel offers you the true gifts of the Eldritch realm. Every hound, every raven, every fiend that's ever crossed the Veil can and will serve the Schemer. All are bound within the web. No move can be made without tugging at the strings, until finally, the spider strikes. Bismiel is like a Dreadweave widow, sultry, manipulative, and deadly. But no, she is not a spider in the physical sense. The Schemer takes on many forms, all a means to an end. A pompous oligarch, an unassuming beggar, a seductress. All the faces of Bismiel. If you would ever be so blessed to witness her true form, then you are already dead. A favorite legend among the rabble is that the secrets of the Eldritch realm were whispered in the goddess's ear by a spider. I believe it happened on a night of fire and passion, of betrayal and lust for power. The Lady of Whispers always gets her way in the end. It was by her machinations that the Empire's Inquisitors spent centuries aimlessly hunting for the witch god cults, their efforts confounded by the endless weave of decoys and lies. Only a select few are trusted in knowing the span of Bismiel's web. I have the honor of sitting at its center.
Now let me know down below in the comments which cult would you join and why. And of course, I'm gonna choose the lady.
You've been quite a sight since entering our camp. I'm shivering with anticipation for what's next. My dear, who needs to see? Then what I've heard is true. You do have some sense to accompany your affinity for carnage. Together, we shall weave a web not even a god can escape. The Schemer's web demands my utmost attention. For now, speak to Elaine here at my camp. The Forgotten God stirs within his temple, but plans have been set in motion to see to his destruction. Elaine has heard the lady's will and knows how to proceed. Speak with her. I am certain that you will not let me down.
Now, when you choose a cult, in the beginning you will have more reputation with them, but in the end you can still maximize your reputation with all cults here. The only different thing that you will experience with different cult is only one side quest, which you will only get from the cult that you favor when you get enough reputation. But in the end, I'm also gonna show you other side quests from the other cults.
So you've chosen to fight under Bismiel's banner. A wise decision. In the end, we all serve Bismiel's will. You might as well be doing so willingly. To gaze upon Bismiel's web is to witness the workings of the gods themselves. The Schemer's cunning alone is worthy of reverence, to say nothing of her mastery of the summoning arts. I am blessed to know even a fraction of her vast network. Yes, I have been tasked with the preparations for the upcoming battle, and you will assist me. The Lady of Whispers has decreed that we are to gather powerful essence from the guardians of Corvin temples. They call it blood of the Watchers, though it is not blood in the literal sense. It is pure arcane energy, turned solid within the shells of the stone guardians still roaming these lands. Find these infused animated Watchers among the ruins of the Carandox and the Temple of Osir to the north, and bring me their blood.
I'll give you a good price on what I've
So
got
by
left.
choosing this cult,
Come see what's left of
we
my
have
wares.
enough reputation to buy some movement skills. So let's see.
Iron well spent.
These movement skills can be applied to your medals. So first let's take Vanish skill. Then let's put it here and let's try it. Now this skill requires a target.
I can't do that yet.
Let's have a look at other movement skill. This is a leap.
That skill's not ready.
Now this is the movement skill that I'll probably end up using, since I like it a lot.
That skill's not ready.
The Great Eye is watching your every move. The choices you've made here have already been written.
Your fate was written upon the noose.
Well, look what we've got here.
Okay, so this guy gave us this item, and we will have to repay that debt in the future.
Serve the three and prosper. Deny them and...
It is good you found a place among the weaklings serving business.
It is good that you've...
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
Now we can't buy these movement skills because we don't have a reputation with this cult, but we will be able to get it by slaying monsters.
It is good. Come see what's
This
left
guy
of my
can
wares.
offer us disengage and rush skill.
See you around.
I can't do that yet.
Also, I like this leap skill because you can jump over some obstacles or walls, like this.
See anything you like?
Let's see, this quartermaster has Rift Tier and Charge.
Iron well spent. See anything you like?
Back already.
That skill's not ready.
Traveler, can you spare a minute?
Back so soon.
That skill's not ready.
Ah, the cult of Bismiel. None has displayed greater mastery of
The oracles of Drieg spoke of your arrival. Their mad choir whispers of you marching alongside our forces into the tomb of the Eldritch Sun and emerging triumphant. But even their eyes cannot peer into what I offer. The Shattered Realm is unlike anything mankind has ever witnessed, teeming with wealth and power beyond imagining. But also dangers not unlike those that we face even now on Cairn. I have the means to open the way, if you wish to join me in pursuing its mysteries. But be warned, the Shattered Realm spans eternity. One could spend a lifetime exploring even a small fragment of its vast reality. You must be careful not to lose your mind, or worse, become lost forever. Will you dare enter? Will you witness sights beyond imagining? The oracles of Drieg.
Okay, now we will do this later.
The emissary was right, as usual. You have earned the right to stand among us in the real trials to come. Our battle against the fiery fury boiling beneath the sands, of course. A forgotten god stirs. An ancient enemy of mankind threatens to destroy us all. We must rise to face this threat before all is lost. By the blessing of the Covenant, I am the mistress of the Sentinels. Those sworn to guard the interests of the Three and the survival of our people answer to me. They swear their oaths to the gods and to me.
Oh, by the way, before we continue, there is actually one hidden room in this town, and it's located, let's see, right here. Oh, now in this room, on ultimate difficulty, you will find a quest. Wait, let me see, are there some secrets in this secret room? Nope. Okay, so we don't have any more quests in this town. That means we can finally exit and get into action.
That skill's not ready. I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet.
Also, I just wanna let you know that this expansion has some really cool music, but that music is copyrighted. And because of those copyright problems, I need to turn the music off. So I'm gonna leave you a link in the video description below the video with the playlist with the whole music from this expansion, so that maybe you can listen to it while watching my videos.
Can't do that yet.
Now, with the latest patches and expansion, we also got some UI changes. Now, as you can see, as soon as we entered into this, let's say, cave, we have this UI here that says Dangerous Domain. And that Dangerous Domain has a special buff called Ignited. These buffs are usually random, and for example, in this cave right here, this buff gives us a burn damage over 3 seconds, more fire damage, more burn damage, It takes away from us cold resistances, and it also gives us burn retaliation. So usually in these dangerous domains, you will gain one or more buffs, and those buffs will usually give you something, but they will also take something from you.
That skill's not ready. Can't do that yet. I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet. I can't do that yet. That skill's not ready. I can't do that yet. Skill's not ready.
Okay, so we got to our first rift gate. Now let's go back and sell all our stuff.
See anything you like?
Nice, we've already got an upgrade. Cool.
Put it to good use.
Got something you need stashed? I'll keep an eye out.
Come see what's left of my wares. See you around.
And we will continue this in the next episode. So if you liked this one, give it a like, dislike if you think it sucked, and see you next time. Thank you.